There's always a new out. There's always something new that we can't protect our kids from.
Instagram, Facebook, gaming devices, just a few of the platforms predators use to target our kids. The rise of sextortion cases so alarming, the feds sent out a critical warning. Tonight, we talked to two families who are turning their tragedy to purpose in the hopes of stopping this crime.
Come on, James! Come on, James! My son was happy. He was so pleasant to be around. He helped everybody. He had a smile on his face. He did everything that he was supposed to do.
Tamia Wood's only child, James, took his life after he felt there was no way out. Sextortionists tried to blackmail the 17-year-old for $6,000, money the high schooler didn't have.
I can't explain the anger and the hurt I feel.
It's one thing to lose a child. It's another thing to know that your child chose to take their life.
Brandon Guffey turning his pain into passion after his 17-year-old son Gavin took his life last July as a result of being sextorted. He says his son thought he was talking to a college volleyball player who convinced him to send nude pictures. The predator threatened to release them if he didn't pay up. He paid, but it wasn't enough. Guffey, who's a state lawmaker from South Carolina, says the scammers even tried to extort him after his son's death, saying, "Did I tell you? Your son begged for his life."
I just felt like, get up off your butt. You're in a position to make a change. And get out there and fight.
His fight is a mission to educate and save others. Guffey's already filed a bill in South Carolina to make sextortion a crime with a punishment of up to 30 years in prison. He wants all states on board, including Ohio. Right now, only North Dakota, Kansas, Minnesota, Utah, Alabama, and Arkansas have specific sextortion laws on the books. Depending on the case, the Department of Justice uses several federal laws like child pornography and sexual exploitation to prosecute predators. Just this week, a Ravenna man sentenced to more than 12 years in prison. 33-year-old Andrew Drabick pleaded guilty to cyberstalking and extortion charges.
The biggest thing I've tried to do is advocate.
Guffey's working with the FBI and Secret Service. Possible arrests could follow in Gavin's case.
We are so sorry at the loss of your son, James.
James's family comforted by condolence cards and photos, memories of his medals.
12th in the state in Division II going into this year.
Pictures of his past, instead of what should have been, her only son here, still living through life's everyday moments. What do you want to say to these monsters who did this to you and your family?
I just want you to pay, like, how evil do you have to be to go after kids, like kids who can't protect themselves, who's not mentally fulfilled in their brain to be able to combat against them.
Fueled by that anger, Tamia and her husband Tim set up the Do It For James Foundation in their precious son's honor.
James didn't die in vain.
Come on, baby! Come on, James! Let's go! Let's go, James! Let's go!
It is really, really important to emphasize your child is not at fault. They are the victim of this. Make sure you tell them that they can come to you. Contact the FBI. Investigators also say do not delete evidence. That evidence can help track down these predators. We have more detailed information on our website at cleveland19.com.